Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is Els Kimmy from Bemis Crafty Corner, and today I have an embellishment type project. This is, to like put on a book cover, hang on the side of a book, those types of things. Okay, and it's this adorable little key, and we're going to use some of our keys to make this. Okay, so I'm going to get out supplies, and I will be right back. Okay, so let's talk about supplies for this. Hot glue or a good adhesive. A pair of scissors may be needed here. Paintbrush, some water, paper towel. Paint in a color you want to use. Some kind of sealer. The first one here I used wax. And this one is just clear, but you could use, like a glitter cover or, whatever sealer you want to use on this. Some bits and pieces to decorate. A piece of ribbon or lace for the top, sari silk, whatever it is you want to use, and some keys. Now, this one is an actual vintage key. Okay, it's an iron key, cast iron key, and these are expensive. I went pricing them yesterday in antique malls and in my area, anywhere from $3 to $8 a piece. Okay, the other ones that you can use are these. These are, the ones that you buy at the store that are, well, this one's actually round, but these are the ones that you buy at the craft store that are flat on the back. You just need to kind of get rid of this. Okay, just take that off, get rid of it. That's basically it. That's kind of all the supplies we're going to need on this one. So, without further ado, we're just going to jump into the first step here. And the first step is going to be to clean this piece off and then to paint this. Now, I have decided I'm going to paint this one in light mocha. It's kind of a buff color. And I find that with this, you use so little that you don't really need to do anything other than just open it up and take it out of the cap, okay? So let's get this cleaned up, and then when I come back, we'll get this painted. We want to get probably 2 coats of paint on here. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started painting on this, and I'm just using a small brush here. And what I want to do is get that base coat on there. Now, I could leave this, if I wanted to. I could just leave it with that brass color. But that doesn't make for a very interesting project, now does it? Alright, so I'm going to get the first coat of paint on here. And I'm being really careful to make sure that I get, all of the little spots, the edges, the little bits and pieces. And then I'm going to let this dry. And once it's dry, I'll put a second coat on. We don't need to come back for that, though, because you guys don't need to see me paint a second coat. I mean, that's like, waiting to have paint dry. So we're going to put 2 coats of paint on this, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to start on the next part, okay? So I'll be back in just a minute after this dries and I get the second coat on. Okay, so I have 2 coats on here. I don't have anything on the back because I'm going to be putting this flat on a project. So having it painted on the back really doesn't do anything one way or the other for me. So if you want to paint yours on the back, paint yours on the back. If you're going to be putting it flat on something, then don't worry about it, okay? So our next step is sealer. I'm going to be using some Ultra Matte. And I'm just going to get a nice coat on here and let it dry, okay? And then once it's dry, we can decorate. I know, that's the fun part, right? Okay, so. Now, it says it's ultra matte, but the truth is and we all know this, it's going to be shiny. And why is it going to be shiny? Because that's just the way sealers are. It's their nature. They just add a shine to everything. So, if I don't want it to be shiny, don't seal it. Okay? All right. So now, I'm going to let that dry. And once it dries, I'll come back and, you know, we will decorate, okay? I'll be right back. All right, so this is dry. Let's go ahead and, you know, start our decorating. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some ribbon on the top. Now, this can be really long, this can be short, however you want to do this. But I'm just going to put it through the hole. Pull up the two ends. And then I'm going to draw it in because I really want it to be smaller. And I'm going to just put a little bit of hot glue on the back just to kind of hold it so that it doesn't come loose. And then I'll go ahead and trim these ends. Let's get an angle here. There we go. A little bit more hot glue there than I wanted, so I'll just snip that little bit off. Okay, so now we have and we can put whatever we want on here. Put this on. So I'm going to put this right here. And let's see. No. I like the idea, but I don't like that color. Let me see if I have a different color that I might like. So let's take a look. I've got reds and have that one, that'll work. Okay, we'll put these back and we'll add that. I like it. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to put it on the back of this. And as I said, you can use any kind of, you know, glue you want. I'm using the hot glue because it's quick and easy. There we go. And there's my little key. Okay? So this is the original one. And that's the one I just made with you. So that's it. That's my project for today. Something else we can do with these keys other than just, you know, collect them. So, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, click the button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends. And check out the community tab here on the YouTube channel or scoot on over to the Facebook group. There's a link in the description box. Then that will get you to my Facebook group that we do all kinds of stuff in there. We do the Minute Mysteries in there. We do, you know, you can vote on what the next journal is going to be and things like that. So really a fun little group. Fantastic ladies over there. You're more than welcome to join us. Also, we have our annual challenge So you are more than welcome to participate in that. And that's it. You know, until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.